And so we are picking up right here in heat race number 3. We had Chase Swafford in heat race number 2 run out of fuel once again. So the fuel problems still coming on here as we move into heat race number 3. I'm assuming that these guys are all checking their fuel right now. Starting on the inside of heat race number 3, it is Gunnar Harris in the number 54. Outside of him in the number 14X, it is Braxton Wilson. John Helms in the number 21H on the inside, row number 2. Outside of him is Eddie Hartley in the number 19. Aiden Beerline on the inside in the 13A. Right there. And the outside is Dustin Big Money Sargent in the number 77. Mark Gebert and Bob Curtis are going to round out the field. They're in the 96 and the 12, respectively. And we are going to get this one rocking and rolling. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It completely disconnected our stream. So, yeah, I'm not quite positive what's going on. But it appears that it is working once again. So hopefully, Anne-Marie, you're able to watch your son run. And here we go. We are green flag racing. Gunnar Harris bringing him down through the turn right there in the 54. It looks like 007 James Bond inspired 54 right there from Gunnar Harris. And sitting in that second position now, Braxton Wilson in the 14X. But look at right behind him. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on. You got the 19 right there of Eddie Hartley. And running side by side with Aiden Beerline. Beerline now making it past Hartley and setting his sights on John Helms. Helms in that 21H right there, Raise Energy. Uh-oh, problems for Dustin Big Money Sargent and Mark Gebhardt. So not sure what happened there. Gunnar Harris still out front. He's got Wilson and Helms chasing him down, though. It'll be interesting to see if everybody makes it on fuel this time. I mean, I understand rolling the dice, but 2 heat races in a row when you see that people are running out of fuel in heat races is kind of unheard of. Looks like Anne-Marie was able to make it on since she's already rooting for Aiden. Aiden's running in that 4th position in the 13A. He is reeling in right now, trying to get in to the big dance the easy way. And Wilson, yikes. Helms goes for a wild ride into the chain link fence. So Wilson going to drop down to 3rd place now. Now he is dropping back like flies. There might have been some damage there as Eddie Hartley now takes over that 3rd and final transfer position in the 19 Buffalo Wild Wings sponsor machine. Couple of crosses right there. Beerline really always thanking God every time he wins. And Hartley now joining the crusade, it looks like. And they are both doing very well here in heat race number 3. Gunnar Harris trying to check out there. He's got a Speed Shop 51 setup. So like I said, a lot of these setup shops definitely making their rounds and bringing in a lot of good drivers. 13A of Aiden Beerline doing it all on his own right there. Beerline Racing. And he is battling for the lead here in heat race number 3. This one's winding down. Looks like Beerline going to go down low. Harris trying to stay up high. Beerline with the one huge slider. He's now going to try and keep the momentum going. Looks like on the straight line, though, Gunnar Harris might be faster. Beerline sees the slider coming. Chopping down now. Going to cut up in front. Take the line away. Now we are just trading sliders right here. Harris going for a big one. Beerline coming down. Whoa! Harris almost collecting him. Gets into that outside wall. Beerline just stood on that loud pedal and got away. Unfortunately, he was able to clear that car. Well, it looks like the top 4 to 5 positions will all have enough fuel to run. I'm sure that Anne-Marie went in there and made sure, and she yelled at Aiden to put an extra gallon in, and he is going to take the win. Gunnar Harris coming in 2nd, Eddie Hartley in 3rd, Braxton Wilson in 4th, Mark Gebert 5th. So there you go. These guys all working out. Your points leader right now currently is Aiden Beerline in the 13A. He has decimated the 360's for the last couple of seasons here in United Dirt Sim Series. Carlin Cure trying to make him make a push tonight. He's got 412 points, sitting in second. Matt Dixon, I don't think he was able to make it tonight. He's sitting currently in third in the points series, so 409, 400 for Randy Shreves. Not sure if he's here either. Heat race number 4. Take it to the deck, though. Starting on the pole position in the number 07, it is Michael Schwartz. Outside row number 1 in the number 15, it is Garrett Pepiot. Row number 2 on the inside, it's going to be the 01 of Jesse Dacus. I'm sorry, he's outside row number 1. Matthew Croak going to be on the inside right there. Power Outdoors sponsor machine in the number 36. Row number 3 on the inside, Redline Race Design sponsored. Number 73 of Brandon Surratt. Actually spelled his name right this week. I had to go and make a correction. He was too fast for that last T in his name. It fell off the first time we designed it. And Brent Hagen in that John Deere green, number 95. Going to be outside row number 3. Inside row number 4 is going to be Philip Brinkley in the number 17. And Jimmy Barr in the number 81. And rounding out the field in the number 17 from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Alex Showtime Hannah. So here we go. We are going to get heat race number 4 underway. Looks like there was a few positions there in the points that could be affected tonight. Definitely got to make sure you're running as many races as you can if you're running for points. Fighting Irish number 07 right there for Michael Schwartz. Going to bring him down to the green flag. Pepiot there with GPR, Garrett Pepiot Racing. He is asleep on that start. Let's see if he can gather it back. He wasn't able to be next to Schwartz. Schwartz got a great start there. Pepiot dropping back into the 3rd position. He's going to mount a charge. Definitely haven't seen everything from him as of yet. Oh, wow. Michael Schwartz putting that right rear up into the wall, but keeping it going. So Philip Brinkley, I guess, is Hayden somebody. I don't know who he's talking about. Maybe Harvey. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The 07 of Michael Schwartz out front. Matthew Croak in second. Garrett Pepiot in third. Pepiot now making a charge there in the number 47. You can see as he's working all the way down the inside wall. Pepiot now working the outside, struggling to hang on to the 3rd position. Jesse Dacus going to take it from him for the moment. Pepiot going to battle up on the inside. Let's see. Dacus running tons of officials as well. I always see him in the sprint races, and he has plenty of track time. Now puts it in the wall. Not used to seeing mistakes like that from him, though. Jesse Dacus dropping back now away from the top 3. And Brent Hagen trying to capitalize right there in the John Deere powered machine. Brandon Surratt battling right there. 3 wide as we go into the corner here at USA. Oh, they thought better of it for sure. Schwartz still out front in the 07. Croak right behind him. Those two drivers breaking away now. So Pepiot cementing his third place right now as it stands. 8 laps in, but now trying to make a charge on second place, Matthew Croak. The top 3 have separated slightly from the 4th position, Jesse Dacus. Pepiot definitely working on Croak. Croak knows he's there. He can see him as he puts a tire in here and there just to let him know he is not alone. Now Croak going to make a stand and try and go for Michael Schwartz. Couldn't get it done. We are 9 laps in. Getting ready to come up on the white flag. White flag is in the air right there. You see it. Pepiot still working on Matthew Croak. Can't get it done. Now Pepiot going to try and drive around the outside. Use that momentum to his advantage here. Let's see if it works. Coming out of turn number 4. Pepiot all the way up against the outside wall. It's going to be a drag race to the finish. Woo! He got it too. Michael Schwartz with the win. Garrett Pepiot in second. Matthew Croak third. Brandon Surratt battling all the way up to 4th. Started deep in the field there. Brent Hagen 5th. Alex Hanna 6th. He started dead last. Jimmy Barr, Brinkley, and Dacus. Dacus must have had some issues. It looked like he was out and in the pits. So great race there. Looks like the B main taking to the grid right here. Double Bs. So 6 will go from each one of the B mains, and they will be able to race their way into the A main, the feature event. I know it says C main, but they are exactly the same race. They are double Bs. There is no alphabet soup. They do not go from the C main to the B main. They go directly from the C main to the A main. iRacing just hasn't caught up with us yet. We're too special and too badass. So here we go. Let's see as they are getting ready to take the field here. Starting on the pole position in the number 42, it is Barry Knapp. Outside row number 1 in the 14X, it is Braxton Wilson. Inside row number 2 in the number 21 from LGR Motorsports, it is Blaine Brink. And outside row number 2, let's see, they're shuffling around a little bit. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and hurry up and get through them. 602 of Kyle Rosick, 12 of Bob Curtis. Looks like he's going to be the one pulling up next to Blaine Brink there. Braden Voiles is in this one. John Helms, Carlin Cure, who's in second place in points, has to race into the big show in the B main. Dustin Big Money Sargent in the number 77. Justin Stoles and Austin Stern not making the call for this first B main here. So Knapp there in the Kane-inspired Wicked Energy orange and black machine, going to bring him down to the green flag, and we are going to get this one underway. 15 laps will be the distance, and once again we'll be taking the top 6 into the A main. Looks like Aiden Beerline's fans are building there as his social media is starting to take off, and he is having more people tune in and rooting for him. Looks like Darren Muster's out there in the crowd. How's it going, Darren? Glad to have you. And we will have to wait and see how he does. Right now, we are in the first of the double B mains. Wilson and Knapp going to run it down. Woo! Oh, boy. And there are no caution flags in the B main unless needed. I'm not sure. Okay, they did clear the track. Ooh, tough break right there for Barry Knapp. Went down into 1 and 2 and lost it there. Wilson in the 14X. He has taken charge right there. Mark Gebhardt in that second position. Carlin Cure now battling on the inside right there in the number 7. Oh, what is going on tonight? USA is giving these 360 drivers a lot of problems. Carlin Cure, second place in points, battling to try and get into the A main in the B, and having some incident there, an incident with Braxton Wilson. Wilson kind of got into the wall, and they all kind of wadded up. Mark Gebhardt was able to drive around him in the number 96. Not that he shouldn't be up there. He is definitely a racer that has the talent as well, but just crazy things happening here with racers that are making quite a few mistakes. Something must be in the water tonight, as it looks like Wilson puts it in the wall again, and that is not normal for Braxton Wilson in the 14X. Now Carlin Cure getting into his tail tank a little bit. So these guys are barely holding it together tonight, but they're getting it done. Brandon Voiles in the 22 right there. I believe it's 22. Or it might be 21. Can't tell. It's got chrome numbers on it tonight. Sorry to say. I can't read it, Brandon. I apologize. But he is up to that 4th position. Dustin Big Money Sargent now running out of fuel. Holy cow. Are these guys watching the broadcast? Are they not hearing me announce that there's so many people running out of fuel? Who's getting back out there? Blaine Brink better get his butt back out there. He's going to take over the 6th position, and he just stole that one. That might be the biggest theft of tonight right there from Blaine Brink. Hey, that's smart racing right there. He thought he was done and thought he was out, saw that everybody was coming in. If you run out of fuel, you cannot return back to the racing surface. Blaine Brink can't return to the racing surface either under green flag conditions. So I have a feeling that that will require an EOL penalty for... We will have to check in with our race control and see. Steve, you got your ears on, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, I just noticed something in the broadcast here. We had 5 cars out there running, and here in the B main, we're taking 6. Blaine Brink pulls off a pit road during green flag conditions, although that's probably going to require an EOL for the big show if he gets that last transfer position, won't it?
He will, as we talked about. You weren't to come out on the green flag, but we will have to discuss that for the second B main, as a situation like this might have them need to come out under green flag to get the final positions.
That's you know, I that's all we were wondering here at home was, you know, that's not normally something that happened, but only 5 cars were actually running, so we wondered how that was going to play in. So good to know. It looks like it sounds like, if I understood correctly, Blaine Brink will probably receive an EOL there for the A main event, but will still be able to continue on racing, as it is kind of a unique circumstance.
Yes, with 12 starting, we did not expect to have 5 running at the end, so he will get an EOL, but he will be able to go into the A main.
I tell you what, USA is definitely given a challenge to these drivers here. Thank you for your time, Steve. We're going to get back to the racing action here.
All right, thanks, Dave.
So that is Steve Vogelsong, the admin right there. Braxton Wilson put it up into the wall once again. So kind of weird scenario there with only 5 cars running. Blaine Brink did come out of pit road, which is not normally tolerated. It is a UDSS rule. However, there was only 5 cars running, so the cars that were able to get back out to the racing surface, we did allow. He did return to the surface safely and will be penalized in the A main, but it looks like he will make it. Well, I don't know. He's showing in the 6th position, so I guess he will get it. He's not out there running currently, though. These guys, oh my gosh. It is nuts. Braxton Wilson knocking the walls down at USA tonight. Definitely struggling there. So it's going to be Cure, Wilson, Voiles, Gebhardt, Bob Curtis, and Blaine Brink going on to the A main. Wow, that one was pretty crazy. Jeesh. Super nuts stuff happening here tonight at USA. So the second of the double B mains, once again with 6 going on into the feature tonight. So here we go. The number 24 of Yax John starting on the pole position in the B main. Outside of him in the number 73, it is Brandon Surratt. Inside row number 2, it is going to be Chase Swafford from the Up North Esports, powered by ABR's Setup Shop team in the 75. Outside of him in the number 95, John Deere Green, it is going to be Brent Hagen. Inside row number 3, in the number 2 from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, sponsored by Skull Candy and Goyette Trucking, it is Andrew Hansen. Outside of him, also from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Showtime Gaming superstar Alex Showtime Hanna. Inside row number 4 in the number 81 in the number 0 is going to be John Fall. Outside of him in the number 81, Mr. Jimmy Barr himself. Row number 5 on the inside in the 029, it is going to be Steven Fernberg. Outside in the number 17, it is Philip Brinkley. And then it's going to be Tim Alton and Jesse Dacus rounding out the field. Be watching for Dacus to be moving up through pretty quickly. Once again, we will be taking only 6 drivers into the feature, the A main event. If anybody knows Jax Jan, make sure you reach out to him and ask him to please flip his American flag around as it's going backwards. Jax Jan going to be your early leader right there in the number 24. Chase Swafford holding down second in that number 75. Brandon Surratt looking real racy with that new paint scheme with the 2 T's, spelling his name right. He is in the 3rd position now and trying to get it done. Looking pretty racy right now. Andrew Hansen there in the number 2. Might have thrown a little bit sideways there. He's going to get the position from Hagen, but you have a whole hornet's nest back behind you, Hansen. You might want to get rolling. Jax Jan puts it in the wall, collects Andrew Hansen, Brent Hagen, and friends. Jan not making any friends by that move, I guarantee it. Not even close, Jacob, but thanks. As a veteran, I would say that that's not true. You don't flip a flag around backwards. You flip it upside down for distress. Chase Swafford out front. Brandon Surratt now holding down the 2nd position. Alex Hanna, and he's 13, so he doesn't know if the country's in distress. Alex Hanna holding down 3rd. Jesse Dacus in 4th. Jimmy Barr, top 5. Swafford, the Up North Esports driver there in the 75C, getting it done right now, but Brandon Surratt right on his tail tank. Swafford now stretching it out over to about a 2nd over Surratt. Surratt and now Hanna holding down the top 3. Dacus up 8 positions into the 4th spot, trying to make his way up towards the front. Yeah, here, I understand Jax probably doesn't know. That's why I said if anybody knows him, we can get that switched around. I'm also a painter, and I can take care of it for him. Just pointing out an observation. So we are halfway home here in this one. Sorry, guys. People just checking in out on Facebook. I didn't mean any disrespect to Jax Jan. All I was saying was we just need to get that flag flipped around. and we'll get it squared away. Chase Swafford still out front. Brandon Surratt in second in the 73. Alex Hanna still in third in the 17. Dacus still holding down fourth. Jimmy Barr right there in the top 5. And Steven Fernberg, if it finishes right now, would be in that final transfer position in that number 29. All right, so it looks like the track crew tuning in out for the in between the B main and the A main. They are going to reset the track. We're going to run the full warm-up, 5 minutes to get the track broke back in. Brent Hagen trying to push to get into the top 6 now, looking for that final transfer position as we are 11 laps in of 14. And Hagen still trying to reel in Fernberg. Let's see if he can get it done. Jax Jan still making a push as well. Swafford right there, still your leader. Look at that. Man, tough break right there. I believe that was John Fall there in the 0 car. Missing the whole front end. The wheels are still there, but that's about it. So there might be a yard sale out there at the track here at USA. Surratt's still holding on to second. Now the heat is heating up for the third position. 14 laps in of 15 lap distance. Jesse Dacus now working on Alex Hanna. Hanna trying to hold him off there for the third position. Dacus starting in the very last row of the B main. Up 9 positions right there. So great job from him as he is able to get Alex Hanna. Hanna not going down without a fight though. Hanna working down on the inside. Woo, John Fall putting it up in the wall. So that is going to do it right there. Swafford, Surratt, Dacus, Hanna, Barr, Fernberg are going to be going into the A main. We are going to pause for the cause here real quick while we get the track reset. And we will be rolling out with warm-up for the whole 5 minutes.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Just so you know, Dustin Sargent was saying about the letting Blaine come back out. So Blaine said he's just not gonna. We're gonna disqualify Blaine, and he's okay with that. He actually said he'd do it. So it's all right. Just say that. Just say on a broadcast that the league admins talked about it, and because it was explained to the drivers that they were not allowed to come out under green, because Dustin Sargent would have came out under green too, but he knew he wasn't allowed, so he didn't. So it's not fair to Dustin. So Blaine's okay with it. Blaine said he'd do it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, buddy. All right.
All right, so just got word after a little bit more discussion, the admin team speaking with Blaine Brink. We're going to bring him up here in the broadcast booth. It looks like he will not be running In the A main, they decided that since it was announced that there was no green flag entry to the track, Brink wanted to try and get out there to get the spot. But so it sounds like tough break there for you, Blaine. You got your ears on?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as it went, I knew that you were trying to, get out, and nobody was expecting only 5 cars to be running, and you're trying to grab that 6th and final spot. Kind of tough break, but man, you took your lumps tonight for sure.
Yeah, I just got caught up in bad stuff. Was a gallon short in the A, so that obviously didn't help. But that's all right, and I'll just sit here and watch this one. It'll be all right.
There you go. Definitely helps spotting for your other teammates. I know that you still have a few team members that will be trying their hand here. What did you think of the track tonight? I noticed that they did a reset.
I think that'll be good for the A here, just so get a little bit more racy,
Well, there
It's
you
gonna
go,
be-
man.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty slick, I think.
For sure. Well, I know you didn't get top 3, but you took, like I said, you took your lumps tonight. Who helped get you out here to the track tonight?
Well, we always got to thank ABR Setup Shop here. Always supporting us with good setups, so that's always awesome. Redline Race Designs for giving us a good wrap. You can always support them. Always go to them for the best wraps. Finish Line Repair, Coldest Water, Rogue Energy, Skull Candy. I think that's about it.
Yeah, you guys definitely have a growing list of sponsors, and that's definitely good to see everybody out sponsoring and supporting the race teams, both virtually and in real life. And it's kind of one of those cool things. So great job, man, on the pole position tonight. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out in your favor tonight, but I'm sure you'll be coming back for the 410 Elites, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll see how Bristol turns out.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, to say the least. But
it'll be fun.
yeah, there you go. Well, hey, man, good luck in that. I just wanted to pull you up for a minute and see, what your thoughts were. It's just one of those tough deals, but, there's always next week, right?
Always.
Absolutely. Blaine Brink from LGR Motorsports. Kind of tough break for him, but, he's going to make it happen and always comes back for more. So we definitely appreciate him being around the league for a long time and helping out in any way that he can, with things here and there. Wrapping up right now on the 5-minute session for warm-ups. Got a car perfectly balanced in the outside wall out there. Well, here we go. It is a main feature event time. You wanted the best, you got UDSS. We are going to be going 30 laps of distance right now. Starting on the pole position in the number 20, it is Jeremy Weigel. Outside row number 1 in the number, I believe it's 6, not 10. Anyway, it is Cody Olson. Yes, the 6C right there, Cody Olson. Row number 2 on the inside in the 13A from Beerline Racing. It is Aiden Beerline. Outside of him in the Notre Dame powered machine right there is Michael Schwartz in the 07. Row number 3 on the inside from Soaking Fast Sim Sports, the number 47 of Steve Vogelsong. Outside of him in the number 3 from Meridian Sim Sports, it is Rico Robles. Row number 4 on the inside in the number 54, it is Gunnar Harris. Outside of him in the number 47 from GPR, Garrett Pepiot Racing, it is Garrett Pepiot. Row number 5 is going to be Sammy McNabb in the 22M on the inside. Outside of him is going to be... Who is that on the outside there? Let's see. Oh, Croak. It is Matthew Croak in the number 2. Chase Swafford and Eddie Hartley going to be in row number 6. Row number 7 is going to be Brandon Surratt, Carlin Cure, Braxton Wilson, and Brandon Voiles going to be in row number 8. Jesse Dacus, Alex Hanna, row number 9. Jimmy Barr, Bob Curtis, Steven Fernberg. Uh-oh, Trace Olson not making the call. So right now, Jeremy Weigel going to bring him down to the green flag here at USA. Everybody hopefully checked their fuel sheets before we got rolling here in the A main, and we'll have to wait and see. The 20W of Jeremy Weigel, bringing him down nice and slow, getting ready. Pace truck will be coming off this time by, and we will be going green flag racing here momentarily. And we are green flag racing here at USA. Weigel going to be your early leader. Oh, wow. Vogelsong getting completely upside down there. Flipping end over end over end. Man, oh man. We'll have to go back and take a look at that one and see. We will be doubling them back up here for the first caution coming out on lap number 1. So it looks like Vogelsong right there. Let's watch it again here. Vogelsong going to come up track, get into Cody Olson, into the outside wall, and then hits the blender. He might need an ambulance for that one. Hopefully he's all right. It's moments like those that you're glad that this is a simulator and not real life. Tough break right there for Steven Vogelsong. So top 3 right now, Weigel, Olson, and Beerline. Then it goes Schwartz, Robles, Harris. Pepiot, McNabb in 8th. 9th is Croak. 10th is Hartley. Swafford just outside the top 10. So is second place in points for the season, Carlin Cure. Beerline trying to stretch out his points lead. McNabb might be making some big moves here, going from 7th. He might be jumping a couple of positions here from drivers not being in attendance tonight. So I do believe he has a possibility of going from like 7th to 5th. So that is definitely something that we'll have to keep an eye on here. The 22M of McNabb running right there in the 8th position currently. Looking to make some big moves in the points tonight. Weigel and Olson on the front row. Weigel letting it rip. Green flag is out. Beerline taking back over that second position. Robles all the way down the inside wall, and then number 3. The outside wall is biting these guys tonight. I think there was some more action that we just missed as they went down the straightaway. We're going to pull back Cody Olson into the outside wall again. First with Vogelsong, now catching Surratt. Oh no. So tough break for Cody Olson there. He was running top couple of spots and got into the wall for the second time tonight here in the outside. We'll go back and take a look at it a little bit closer here. Watch the 6C dirt flow car. Robles gets into him, so that was part of it right there. As you can see, we'll go back and take one more look. Watch the number 3 car come up track. He gets into the inside wall. Boom, right there. Shoots up track. Misses Weigel, right rear to the left front. There it goes. So, tough break for Olsen. Robles going to the back as well. Looks like he did claim that one. So, there's a new leader in town. The 13A of Aiden Beerline. Second place still Jeremy Weigel in the 20M. I'm sorry, 20W. And Michael Schwartz now in third in that Notre Dame car. Garrett Pepiot trying to make his way up as well. He is currently sitting in fourth. Gunnar Harris fifth. Sammy McNabb sixth. Jesse Dacus already up 8 positions to 10th place right there. He is the hard charger currently. Beerline still out front. So we are doubling them up once again, and we will be going green flag next time by. Pace truck lights are off. So we will be seeing that truck pulling into the infield this time by. Beerline going to bring him back down to green flag here at USA. Still early in this one, only three laps in. So Beerline still out front. It is heating up right now for the second, third, and fourth positions. Beerline going down low. Freight train up around the outside. There's going to be a caution. I just saw them all stacking up in the backfield. So Aiden was definitely getting ready to start to set sail there. Weigel was trying to go with him. Tough break. We saw that one developing as the shot was going down the front straightaway. So it might have been Fernberg and Hannah here. Nope. Jimmy Barr also getting sideways there and collecting up those cars. Tough break for those drivers as they're getting it all sorted out. 6 laps in of the 30-lap distance. Still getting them ready to go back to green flag. It's going to be Beerline, Weigel, Pepiot up to third. McNabb now in fourth. Chase Swafford fifth. Sixth is Michael Schwartz. Eddie Hartley seventh. Braxton Wilson eighth. Ninth is Carlin Cure and Jesse Dacus dropping back to the 11th position. So we will be looking for the green flag here and hopefully a green flag run. Beerline trying to stretch out a gap, has about 0.3 of a second over Pepiot. Pepiot now dropping back into third. Jeremy Weigel going to take back over second, but that's how close all of these drivers are running right now. I'm going to stretch back just a little bit so you can see as Chase Swafford battling down the inside trying to get Garrett Pepiot. Pepiot now going to come up in front of McNabb, focusing on Weigel at the moment from Team SSR. But it is all Aiden Beerline. He wasn't even in the shot there. Checking out. He is about 0.8 of a second out, about 5 to 6 car lengths, maybe even more by now. 0.9 of a second. So he is pulling over Jeremy Weigel. Garrett Pepiot battling with Chase Swafford and Sammy McNabb right there for that third position for the podium. Third of the way there, 10 laps in. Swafford going to take over third. Pepiot not ready for him to do so. Pepiot's battling up on the high side there, trying to get another run on Swafford. He's going to follow him down low. McNabb's going to go up high. Swafford had one hell of a run there. So he is really pushing on Jeremy Weigel. And the caution flag comes out once again. 11 laps in. Gets down to the outside wall. Man, so tough break for him there. Folks gonna have to go to the tail end of the field. Up front still, Aiden Beerline, Jeremy Weigel in second, Chase Swafford third, Garrett Pepiot fourth. Top 5 right now for Sammy McNabb. So getting ready to come up on halfway. Has been one crazy night so far. (13A) of Aiden Beerline still out front here as we're getting ready to come up on halfway. Jeremy Weigel still holding down second at 20W. 75C of Chase Swafford in third. We are going to go green flag racing here in just a moment. Beerline with another great restart, able to get out in front of everybody. As they go into 1 and 2, Chase Swafford trying to make a move on the inside. Whoa, Weigel coming down track now gets into Pepiot. That is probably going to bring out the caution flag and does. So Weigel and Pepiot running in second and third position. Wow, let's go back and take a look at that one. I don't know if either one of those drivers will get their spots back there. So watch right here. Jeremy Weigel coming up high. Kisses the wall. Pepiot does it right behind. Comes down left rear into Chase Swafford. Swafford tries to hold on to it, and that spits Weigel right back up into Garrett Pepiot. McNabb misses. Eddie Hartley, Braxton Wilson, they all dive low, but not Dacus. Jesse Dacus caught him, as you can see that Canadian flag right there in the 0-1. So tough break for some of those drivers right there. And man, took out some good cars that were up front. Looks like Pepiot still got his spot back, but that doesn't mean that there isn't damage done to his car from the incident. Still not quite halfway here in this crazy one at USA. Paint schemes are similar on the top two cars there. In the front is the 13A of Aiden Beerline. And right behind him, Chase Swafford in the 75C. Garrett Pepiot there in third and McNabb fourth. Aiden Beerline going back, green flag racing back out front. Swafford and Pepiot trying to chase him down. Caution flag back out on the speedway. Hopefully we can get a little green flag run here for the back half of this race. Schwartz and Dacus making some contact there. Schwartz getting the worst end of that deal. So let's see. Right now on the track, the hard charger, if it were to finish right now, would be the number 81 of Jimmy Barr, going up 14 positions from where he started right there in the number 81. Your second place right now, Chase Swafford, has went up 12. So he is also a man on a mission here, trying to hang on and see if he can get in front of Aiden Beerline for the win on this one here at USA. This has been a really crazy race, but I think it's also brought some great racing, and we are getting ready to go back racing here in just a second. green flag is back out. Aiden Beerline back on the loud pedal. Swafford there in the 75C. You can see he's working down low. McNabb also working down low. Pepiot and Hartley now working up on the high side. Everybody chasing that man right there in the 13A. Halfway home this time by. Rear all the way out against the wall, but making it work. Swafford running that low line, but it's definitely working out for him. He is able to hang with Beerline. This could get really racy here in the last few laps of the race. Swafford trying something new, that both drivers running a little bit different lines than they did on the last lap. Hartley puts it up into the wall. Can he keep it going? He does. He is able to peel it back off there in the number 19. Back into the wall, so I'm guessing damage on that car, as that's going to bring out the caution. It's a tough break for him, as that car is crab walking, as he's going to take that down and get it to the pit road. So it might not even been Hartley that brought out the caution flag. Let's see, number 96. Oh, nope. He spun it around right there. Upside down and backwards for Mark Gebhardt. So Hartley going to call it an early night into the pits there. Aiden Beerline ready to get this one over. I am sure he is going to have to get prepared for the 410 Elites. That'll be starting in about a half an hour or so. He is always putting in the time here in these sprint cars to hone his racecraft and get better each and every race. A lot of these guys are as well. I know Chase Swafford been putting in a lot of time. Garrett Pepiot been around the game for a long time. Sammy McNabb coming up. Carlin Cure as well. Got a lot of talented guys in this league running this class. It's one of the more popular classes we have here at United Dirt Sim Series. It always brings a good show, and the man at the point right now is the two-time champion for the 360 class here at United Dirt Sim Series. So there's a few that are trying to dethrone him. Let's see if they have what it takes. Back to green flag racing with Aiden Beerline out front in the 13A. Chase Swafford chasing him at the moment. Let's see. He is right there on his tail tank. And they are battling with about 12 to go here. Swafford putting pressure, but he is being cautious. Both drivers settling into those top two spots. Battle for the final position for the podium right now up for grabs. McNabb in the 22M trying to take it over from Garrett Pepiot. As you can see, that's a 4-car battle right there for the third position. Carlin Cure second in points right there in the number 7. He is trying to battle up. He's got Rico Robles right there. So that is 4th through 6th. We've got another caution out on the field. Let's see, 10-lap shootout is what this one's going to come down to. Let's take a look. Might have been Jimmy Barr here. So it looked like Braxton Wilson coming down track, and those two collecting up and getting into Jesse Dacus once again. Man, Jesse, you have found about every wreck tonight. Hopefully you're able to get into Discord, and we'll have to do a driver interview after the race, because it seems like you have been on your way up towards the front and found every accident out on the track. Wow. So Aiden Beerline trying to get this one done. We're going to roll it back to 10 to go here. And there you see it. And yeah, this should be an interesting one, as Chase Swafford definitely has something for Aiden Beerline. It's just a matter of, will he be able to get it done in time? That's what it all boils down to. He's going to have about 10 laps to try and get this W. But, of course, Aiden Beerline is not going to give up without a fight. You've got Sammy McNabb right back there in the 22M. He is always a quick one. And can't count out Garrett Pepiot or Carlin Cure. I mean, there's a lot of fast guys. Then it goes Rico Robles, Cody Olson, and Alex Hanna. So, I mean, it's anybody's race right now. I mean, for top 5 for sure. But I think the 2 red, white, and black cars tonight are going to be battling for this win before it's all over. Pepiot slightly out of line, ready to go as soon as the leaders take off. You'll be seeing it coming out of turn number 4. Beerline getting set up for the restart here. You'll probably see him cut down track, go from the high line to the low line. That's what he typically does. He does it at different spots to always keep that second place person thinking and guessing. And that time he got out 0.4 of a second. Right there over Chase Swafford. Swafford now trying to reel him back in. McNabb coming along with Carlin Cure trying to shoot around the outside. You could see that red bullet. Look at that. All the way up high. Pepiot now coming right across his nose. Pepiot bouncing back down track in the number 47. Look at Rico Robles sliding up in there. So Robles in the number 3 trying to make his last-ditch effort to get up onto the podium there in the number 3. Trying to chase down Sammy McNabb right now. It's Beerline and Swafford. Beerline running the low side now through turns 3 and 4. Swafford now getting a run on the inside of Aiden Beerline. Let's see if Aiden Beerline can hold him off as they go down the drag stretch. Going into turn number 3, it is still going to be Beerline. Caution back out on the field. Man, oh man. So this one's going to go back to green flag racing on lap number 24. It'll be about a 6-lap shootout. So Gunnar Harris right there in the number 54. And it looks like Croak might get a... Oh, nope. He's going to make contact with Alex Hanna coming up track right there. Boom. Shot into the outside wall. It was just one of those racing deals. And then Hanna comes down track after bouncing off of the 54, catches Surratt. All those drivers were able to hold on to it, though. Yeah, tough break right there. But solid racing. These guys are putting on a show, that is for sure. It all starts up here at the front of the pack. So we're going to go back to green flag racing. It's going to be about a 5 to 6 lap shootout. Who's going to win this race? It's going to be interesting to see. It looks like both of the front cars, maybe even the top 3 cars, are pretty close on average speed and time. think it might come down to a little bit of driver, so we'll have to wait and see how this one works out. 13 years old right there in the 13A. Aiden Beerline taking this class by storm here at United Dirt Sim Series. Chase Swafford blinking there. Uh-oh. There he's back. Okay. So some possible internet connection issues for Chase Swafford. Hopefully it holds out for this 6-lap shootout. It'll be lap number 24 when they cross the line for the green flag. Back to green flag. Let's see. Sammy McNabb looking pretty racy right there in the 22M. Sitting in that third position currently. Enrico Robles trying to make his way up onto the podium. Carlin Cure still trying to shoot around the outside. This one's going to get real interesting real quick. We're actually going to pan out here a little bit so we can see a little bit more of the field. There's a lot better shot of all the racing that's going on. Look at Jesse Dacus making his way all the way up into the 7th position now. As you can see when he went down the straightaway. Battle is for the lead right now. Chase Swafford and Aiden Beerline. Sammy McNabb still holding on to third, but watch Carlin Cure coming around the outside here. You can see that yellow car back there. That is Jesse Dacus, and now coming up to 6th position. Caution out on the track. Aiden, I am sure, is ready to get this one in the books as him and Chase Swafford going back and forth. Let's see, the 14X of Braxton Wilson. Getting sideways into the number 54 there. So tough break for Wilson tonight. He was really knocking the wall down in his heat and B main. And unfortunately, his luck, it looks like it kind of ran out here at USA tonight. He's had a rough go of it. So right now on the field, Chase Swafford is the man on a mission. He is the person that has went up 12 positions for the hard charger tonight. He wants to go 13 positions, but we'll have to see if he can get it done and get in front of Aiden Beerline for the win. McNabb still holding down third in the 22M, but Carlin Cure likes to shoot around the outside, so we'll be looking for that on the restart. Can't count out Rico Robles or Garrett Pepe out either. Jesse Dacus going up 10 spots, so he's pretty close to the hard charger. Dacus right here. Nope. Well, yeah, right there in the yellow, number 01. Can't count out Croak either, so still a lot of good drivers in this one. And about 5 laps left to see if Aiden Beerline can get this one done tonight. He has some people right here with him, but he has made a charge and gotten it done for about 3/4 of this race. Hopefully he'll still be there on lap number 30. Chase Swafford trying to drop him into that 2nd spot though. Good restart there from Aiden Beerline as they run all the way down the inside of that turn number 4 wall. Beerline and Swafford battling right there. Swafford doesn't have anything for him at the moment, about 0.4 of a second gap. Sammy McNabb out of fuel, so the fuel bug comes back to bite once again here at USA. He was running in 3rd place, and now out. So now it begs to wonder, does everybody have enough fuel to get it done? Because McNabb came up about 3 laps short. We have had quite a few caution flags in this one. It could be affecting these guys' fuel window. So did they pack enough fuel in the fuel cell to get it done? The battle right there. Those guys are not letting up, either one of them. They are battling hard, clean, but and fair, but definitely they are battling hard right here for the lead. 28 laps in. Beerline gets a little loose. Swafford going to try and stick a nose on the outside. Didn't get it done. Now he's going to try and work down the inside for the lead. Caution flag is out on lap number 29. Whoo-wee. So let's go back and take a look at the McNabb crash. That was when he ran out of fuel, unfortunately. Tough break for him. He was running in 3rd place. And here's what brought out the caution, I think. Let's see. Vogelsong trying to get into the pit road and unfortunately came up short there. So he was trying to do the right thing but just couldn't make it in. And that brought out the caution on lap number 29. So this could either be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what their fuel situation's looking like. And the battle for the 3rd position still up in the air as well, as now it's Roble, Kier, and Pepiot going to be battling for 3rd. And you have Beerline and Swafford battling for the win. Of course, any of those other drivers could make their way up. Hopefully it stays a clean race and there's no contact between Swafford and Beerline, as this one is coming down to green-white checkered now. Oh, Brandon Surratt saying his Oculus died. Dang, he had enough fuel, but not battery packs. So tough break for Brandon Surratt there. Caution lights are out on the pace truck. We should be going back to green flag conditions here. They're working their way down onto the back straightaway. We are going to go green, white, checkered. Watch for a good restart from Aiden Beerline. Swafford pulling up next to him on the restart, but all is fair there, but it did not work out for him. Beerline jumped out to about a 0.3 of a second jump there, was able to get a little bit of distance in between the two cars. Lap number 30, and let's see. It is really heating up all the way around here. Swafford now trying to drive around the outside of Aiden Beerline. They make contact. Swafford now working on the inside. Beerline trying to hold on to it. Beerline going to drop in on the white flag. And they're coming around. So let's see. Beerline trying to pull up on the outside. Carlin Cure and Rico Robles going into the inside wall. So right there it's Swafford, Beerline, and Cure. Robles not having enough there. Let's see. As we go back and take a look at that while they get settled. Robles and Cure right there battling. Swapping back and forth. I want to see what happened here. Robles on the outside, Cure on the inside, and that was it. So, top 3 drivers right there getting over onto the front straightaway. Robles' car with significant damage there after the checkered flags. We will give them a minute to get into Discord. For some driver interviews. Hopefully, Rico Robles can get his car lined up with everybody else's. I guess he's not going to do that. So, here we go. Short on time. So it looks like Rico Robles not jumping into Discord. We're going to go ahead and jump to the 13A coming home in second place tonight in this 360 race. That was a crazy race, man. I tell you what, no fuel. People running out of fuel everywhere. You were battling constantly with Chase Swafford there. What'd you think of it, Aiden Beerline?
Oh, it was definitely a fun race. I think I would have been able to pull away like I did in the beginning if I had a car set up for the bottom. I had no clue it was going to go around the bottom like that. Normally it's around the middle, so didn't really help that much. And gear was a little off, but I think I was 6.5 gallons heavy, so that could have shaved off a tenth or two there too. But all in all, still happy with second and being able to carry this points lead out farther away from second and the rest of them.
Well, I tell you what, with with the way it was for the first couple heat races there and everybody else, and even in the feature with McNabb running out of fuel with about three laps or 4 laps to go, that definitely, I understand why you had more fuel than what you needed, and that definitely played a factor tonight, it seemed like.
Yeah, probably. I'm known for running out, so I'm kind of surprised. I never ran out all race. Like, this is the track I run out the most, I would say, one of them at least.
I mean, it was a great race, and came down to the very end there to see that Swafford was going to get it. So, what were your thoughts as you were going? Did you see him pushing on you, or not pushing on you, but I'm saying pushing on the position? And did you feel like you were going to be able to hold him off, and he just made a better move, or were you worried about your setup?
I saw him and Garrett coming up from the beginning, but I was hoping it was going to stay around top, and I was hoping more people would run the bottom, but sadly, not that many people were running the bottom at the beginning, so it made the bottom stay in longer than the top, and at least from what I know, not that many people were on the bottom, and it made the bottom stay there, and not what I needed by any means. I kind of had figured he had a way shorter gear than me on exit because he had so much pull and drive off turns, but was just trying to get a good jump as much as possible, and the bump hit me in one of the exit of 4, and it gave him the spot. Well, he was able to pass me because of that.
Yeah, it looked like there was a couple of times where you caught that hole, and it kind of broke the car loose, and you had to gather it up really quickly.
Yeah, that was, I would say, one of the roughest the bottom's been for a while on the exits. Normally it's rough around the top. I would say it wasn't as rough around the top as it was around the very bottom somehow.
Well, there you go. Who would you like to thank, man? Who helped get you out here tonight?
First off, Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Reflection Cabinetry, Extreme House Buyers, Dave's Truck Service, Beerline Trucking, and y'all for putting on an amazing show. And Chase and Rico for the other top 3 finishes.
Yeah, that was crazy for the third position too. Looks like Rico did jump in, so we're going to jump back down to him. But congratulations on second tonight. You're still holding on to the points championship so far, and I'm sure you're going to be getting ready for the 410 Elites, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see you here in a little bit and do another interview.
Yeah, hopefully so.
There you go. Aiden Beerline coming home in second tonight. Coming home in third place tonight in the number 3, Rico Robles. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
That was a crazy race tonight at USA.
Yeah, it was.
One that you really had to like hang on to, and it came all the way down to the end. You know, with Carlin, who's second place in points, and he came up about 9 positions. You guys were battling lap after lap there, and you and Pepiot and Carlin as well. So, did you think that you were going to get on the podium, because it came down to the very split, last second deal there?
Well, I thought I was going to at the start of the race, and then got in an incident and went to the rear, and then I was like, no way I can make it back up here with all these cautions. It's just gonna keep taking time away and stuff like that. And then there just kept happening to be big incidents, and people started going to the rear, and like lap 17, I looked down and it says standings, and I'm sitting in 6th. Then I felt a little more confident, but no, I definitely didn't think I was gonna get on the podium. The car just didn't feel like it wanted to stick to the bottom.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of racers tonight were struggling with the track conditions. Aiden had mentioned there was a big hole on the inside, and on the inside line that normally develops on the outside. So a few different things happened. McNabb, was 4 laps short or so on fuel. That dropped him out of the race, with him being in the 3rd position at that time. So there was a weird funk going on at USA tonight, and you managed to dig, scratch, bite your way back up to the 3rd position, and man, it was awesome watching your race. What did you think? I mean, did you really think that it was going to happen?
No, I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it was pretty fun for most parts when we got the green flag runs, because it was really tight, 3 wide racing almost every corner. But I definitely thought we would have got like a really long green flag run for like 20 laps, but it didn't happen. But it was still pretty fun.
Yeah, normally there is some green flags in the 360s, but not tonight. And who would you like to thank, brother? Who got you onto the podium?
I'd like to thank everyone watching. You guys who put this league on, and you for broadcasting. All the boys over at Iridium, Inside Lane Productions, Scorpion Racewear, Sim Blacks, Devin Stoke Designs, Gage Stevens Designs, Hickey Motorsports, Short Sift, Sim Racing Magazine.
There you go. Well, hopefully we will be doing another interview with you soon. It's always a pleasure, and keep it up, brother. You're on a tear.
Yep, have a good one.
That's Rico Robles in the number 3, everybody, taking home a 3rd place tonight. And with the win in the 75C, Chase Swafford.
Yeah, car was really good tonight, surprisingly. I didn't really plan on running with you guys tonight, but guess it kind of worked out for me.
I was going to say, good thing you did, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely had a rocket ship on rails for most of the night, and battling up, it was a matter of, was it going to be you or Aiden, as both you guys put in pretty solid performances tonight. And it seemed like you had a little bit more on the inside than he did.
Yeah, I've started to build a different way on my setups to kind of help me on the bottom. But yeah, for sure. The yellows were the main thing. The last 10 laps, we kept having so many cautions. I just didn't know if I was going to get the laps to be able to make that pass, but it paid out in the end for me.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you definitely put on one hell of a show, and it looked like you had the drive to get it done. And the main thing was, it looked like you stayed really patient. You waited to take your shot. You didn't just I'm not saying you, but some drivers kind of push the issue, and they'll try and make the pass before they're really ready to. And it seemed like you were very confident and comfortable with where you were at on the track. You knew where Aiden was at on the track, and you just waited for that right time, and It worked out. It was awesome
Yeah,
to watch.
Aiden's one of those guys that I've drove with for a long time, so I know that if I get by him cleanly, he's not gonna purposefully push me up the track. But that last lap he about got me in a three. But yeah, he's somebody that I can always trust to run close with and be quick around. So it's nice having somebody like that to run 1-2 with for sure.
Absolutely. Well, who would you like to thank, brother? Who helped get you out here into victory lane tonight?
I got to thank ABR Setup Shop. Alex Bergeron's been building some killer setups for us that for Up Northeast Sports, and as you can see, he's got everything set up the way it needs to be to get the job done tonight.
For sure. Well, we will hopefully be doing this again with you soon, and hopefully we see more of you here in United Dirt Sim Series. I know you've been in and out, when you can make the shows, and it was awesome having you tonight, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. That's Chase Swafford with the win in the 75C tonight. That is going to do it. We will be coming right back at you here in just a little bit for the 410 Elites. My name is Dave Ward, and have a great night. We will see you soon.